I've gotten a lot of requests to do a video with Christina Yo, the other Duke YouTuber on campus. So today it's happening. Me and Christina are gonna do a video together. We asked you to put your assumptions about Duke, and now we're gonna go answer them. So I'm gonna go to West Campus and go meet Christina. By the way, it's snowing. Check it out. Very nice. Here's Christina.
Hi. Nice to meet everyone virtually.
Yeah, thanks for doing this video with me.
Yeah, for sure.
How many assumptions did you get?
I got 9.
Okay, you have 9. I have 4. So she's a more popular one.
No.
But I suppose I can start.
You want to start?
Yeah. Hopefully this will give you an insight into Duke.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty great school. Okay, so.
Oh my God, yours are long.
Yeah, the first one. There's gonna be a lot of tall people. Do you think there's a lot of tall people at Duke?
Oh my gosh, literally I have one that says, the men are over 6 feet, hashtag basketball school.
That's actually, I was surprised because I thought that coming in there'd be so many like nerds at Duke, but like everyone's kind of like fit and health conscious. Like
I feel like there are a lot of nerds who turned health conscious.
Okay.
If that makes sense. But I don't think that has to do with height. I think like, okay.
Well, like by health I mean like athletic. They're like tall athletic guys.
Yeah, I would say that there is definitely a subset who are like tall and athletic. But I don't think the majority are like over 6 feet tall. I would say like the average height is like 5'11".
5'11"? That's pretty tall. That's still really tall though.
5'10", 5'11". But it also really has to do with your demographic. Like if Duke has a lot of athletes, so if you're an athlete, you're probably just like, the average for athletes is probably a lot higher than like the average for normal students.
That's true.
Let's just say that.
My roommate is 6'4".
Gosh. A lot of guys I know are 5'10".
Really?
Or 5'9", so.
No, I know a lot of tall people, so I always feel short.
Yeah. But the basketball players are very tall.
They are tall.
Yeah. They're like
some
6.
7-footers.
Yeah, we have 7-footers. They make like 6-foot people look really short. I can go next. Smart, but I'm dumb.
Smart, okay.
Smart. Okay, I would say, I think everyone, of course everyone who like gets in Duke is like relatively smart, I would say. Like you, of course, like it's a good school and like you need to like have good enough grades or like something about you that like they wanted to accept you, but I think like this assumption is probably that like, I feel like you're all smart, but like once you get to Duke, you can feel dumb because people around you are all really smart.
Yeah, no, so actually like coming into Duke, I did think like everyone would be like this genius, and that hasn't necessarily been true.
That's true.
Everyone has like their own struggles, so you can really like bond with people and that you're struggling with chemistry homework or whatever.
Yeah.
But then again, like the flip side, everyone has like this passion or something they're really good at, which adds to the amazingness of it.
Yeah, I would say that like people are like passionate in general. I would say like most people have at least something that like they're good at or they're passionate about, and that's like what I would describe it as, more so than just like smart in general. But I guess that's really subjective, right? Like I feel like a lot of people here might feel like they're not very smart just because they're like comparing themselves to other people at Duke, but like overall, I mean, like you're at Duke, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. For a reason too, so.
Let's see. Okay, freshmen don't really interact with everyone else since they're all on East Campus. That's actually a solid assumption. It's not true, it's not true. I'm interacting with Christina, she's a sophomore. The thing is, like, the freshmen live on East Campus, but you know, all the classes are on West. A lot of things to do are on West. You know, you can be in clubs. So I've gotten a chance, as a freshman, I've gotten a chance to meet people from all grades. I know some graduates.
I think like, I mean, I feel like the purpose of East Campus is to like foster community within freshmen, so I think it's natural. Like if you're a freshman, it's natural that like most of your friends are freshmen. I'm a sophomore, like a lot of my friends are sophomores, and I think that's just like how it works.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's like you won't, like you definitely have the opportunity to interact with people from other classes and other grades. But I feel like you definitely will have more freshman friends. I mean, that's like natural.
Yeah, most of my friends are freshmen, but like, again, I know people from all the years, and then especially like, one of the things I was a little worried about was if like the seniors and juniors would be nice to a little freshman like me, and like nobody cares.
Yeah, I don't think it's like high school. Like in high school, I feel like there's definitely more of like a separation between like grades. Like seniors don't talk that much to freshmen, but here it's like everyone's like in college essentially, so it's just like
we're all the same.
Yeah, sometimes I don't even know which grade people are in.
Exactly. A bunch of freshmen look like seniors, and then a bunch of seniors look like freshmen. So
dang, that's a roast.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I won't call you out.
Finance bros all around.
Finance bros all around.
There are a lot of finance bros.
There are a lot of finance bros. A lot of econ.
Yeah. I think one thing about Duke is like they're not like, they're a liberal arts school, but it does tend to become pre-professional in the sense that like a lot of people, I wouldn't say everyone, but a lot of people fall into like either like finance consulting, so like business, or like computer science, so like software engineering, product management.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't even know, like med school or something, like medicine.
School. Actually, I think a lot of people drop out of med school.
Oh yeah, a lot of people drop out of med school and then switch to either
like
finance or in consulting or computer science.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a good assumption. I think there are definitely finance bros.
Well, but then it's also depending on who you hang out with.
Yeah.
I personally don't know a lot of finance bros.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really know what finance bro means, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think
it just depends who you, where you are.
It definitely depends who you are and where, like, who you hang out with. But there's definitely a presence of like people who are professionally driven on campus, and I think that's like, I would say that's like most college campuses, unless you go to like a really small like liberal arts college. I would say most campuses are like that.
Yeah. Super hard classes, always busy. So I actually think, there are really hard classes, but it's really what you make of it. For example, for me, last semester, my classes weren't so difficult as in like a lot of work. I do know my friends, some of my friends, they would be in engineering, they'd be in all these like pre-med, and they would have a lot of work. So it really depends on what you make of it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like classes are really dependent on like what you're good at and also like what you're majoring in. I think like bottom line, there are definitely like classes or majors that are a lot harder than others.
Yeah. Like
for example, I would say like most engineering kids I know like study a lot, have to study a lot more, just because like physics classes are like really hard for some people. Pre-meds definitely study a lot just because like they need really good grades. So it depends, like if you personally don't care that much about like your grades or like school, then like you don't have to take hard classes and you don't have to study that much. But if you want to challenge yourself, and if you're going into like a more demanding like technical career, then you probably will have to take hard classes. So, but like you're here to study, so I mean like Duke has a good education. So.
And then also, I was gonna say something really wise. Super hard. What was I gonna say?
Not wise enough.
Wait, hold on. It's coming. I don't know. We can continue.
Okay. I can go. Effortless perfection in quotation marks.
Effortless perfection. That's I think that's just depending on the person. So some people are perfectionists. My roommate Harris, shout out to you. You're a perfectionist. So But it just depends how you work. If you want to, you know, rewrite your essay 5 times, you can do that. Or if you want to just write an essay, turn it in like I do, you can do that.
Yeah, I think effortless perfection. I know there's like the analogy of like at a lot of top schools, everyone's like ducks. So like on the surface you seem like really calm and like not busy at all, but like underneath the water you're like pedaling really hard, which I think is like, I would say it's true for like a subset of people. I think like there's definitely, I mean, like coming into college there's always like imposter syndrome, and like especially if you go to like a good school, like you all come, like you're all like in high school you're probably like top of your class in something. You come to Duke and everyone's top of their class, you know? So like I feel like people feel like they have to like work extra hard, but like pretend that they're not working really hard, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. In my experience, I think like that's sometimes the case, but I also feel like people talk a lot about how much work they have. So.
Yeah. It's funny because it's like, I don't know, my friends and I will just talk about, well, okay, I don't have that much work, but my friends will all be like, oh, I have this and this and this, and you know, it's become almost like, you know, who has the most work. So it's not, personally, I haven't seen anyone having a lot of work and pretending that they don't have a lot of work, or trying to make it seem like it's easy.
Yeah, I think maybe from the outside it can seem like Duke students like party a lot, like go to games, like they're like, oh, when are people working?
Right.
The truth is, like during the week people like grinding.
That's true.
The weekends, like people are like having fun and everything, but like the time it's like Sunday nights, like it's packed, like the libraries are packed, like study spaces are all packed with people studying. So like I think there's definitely a balance there that like people have learned to strike, which is good, I think. So
yeah. So
there is definitely a lot of work. I don't think it's like not a lot of work.
Okay, last one for me. Everyone's a nerd. This is true. Everyone is a nerd.
Yeah, in some way I think everyone is a nerd. I mean, like, I would say the majority of people hopefully like to learn, whether it be like a specific subject or like to learn skills, or like Ethan who loves social media, like things like that, you know, like people who are curious. And I think like, I don't think it's bad to be a nerd. I mean, I think I'm a nerd.
Nerds are cool.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my friends, when I went back home for break, he was like, have you made friends at Duke? Because he thought like, he thought like this school is made of like all these antisocial nerds that go to Duke, and that is not true. That's not true at all.
Yeah.
You know, everyone
made
is
out of
cool.
Social nerds.
Yeah, we're all social nerds. That's the key.
Yeah. That's true.
But yeah, I was so surprised when he asked that, because he really thought like it was just a bunch of antisocial people. Yeah. He goes to UNC, so maybe that's what.
Maybe he was just dissing you.
No. I think the UNC guys they have a vendetta.
That's their perception of Duke people.
That's their perception of Duke people.
Wow. Okay. Extroverted.
That depends on the person.
Yeah, it's just like normal.
Yeah.
Duke is made out of normal people, so they're extroverted people and introverted people.
Yep.
And people who change, right? Like people who turn extroverted or turn introverted. So I think, yeah, I feel like there could be an assumption just because like Duke is like a party school or like a work hard, play hard school, that people are like all extroverted. But I think that's definitely only a subset, and like hopefully you're able to find people who are like similar to you here at Duke, just like any other college campus. So yeah. Okay.
All right, you get to go again.
I get to go again.
Because I'm done.
My friend wrote, the men are top tier.
The men are top tier? I can speak to this, they are.
I disagree.
No. All the men, me included, top tier guys.
Oh my gosh. I think let's just say like they're men, so.
They're men. Yes, they're men. Let's say that. I agree. Hey, Duke difference. Yeah.
My friend wrote, I heard they scam each other with stale food. Okay, this is like a very specific targeted comment. because I'm doing a video. You guys can check it out. I don't know if it's out yet by the time this is out. But I'm doing a video where I'm turning a penny into as much money I can in 24 hours. So I sold Aiden, shout out to Aiden for buying this, but I sold him 2 Rice Krispie treats, like giant ones though, and like a cookie for $14.
Wow.
And it was stale, according to him, so I'm sorry about that. You are contributing to a good cause. That is a targeted comment and not an assumption. We can go next.
Yeah, you can go next again.
Elitist.
Elitist. I actually don't think it's that elitist. Like I know there's so many rich people here, but like as far as I see, like no one's been like flexing their richness or status on me. Like,
elitist?
I've been chilling. I feel so normal here, and I'm not like rich or anything.
I think it's like, I think there are moments where I wouldn't say people are like flexing their status, but I think there are moments where you can recognize like people's wealth, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like
for example, what people wear, or like when people are like just buying stuff all the time and like not really caring, or like, I don't know, like Ubering everywhere. It's not like a big thing, but I would say that like there are definitely people who you can notice are more wealthy than others, and I think that's a issue that like a lot of schools still have to work on, including Duke, like more income diversity in terms of its student body. I feel like definitely like the Greek life culture can like feed into the assumption of elitism, and maybe it is, which is why like Duke is like banning them. I don't know it that well, so I can't really speak on it, but I think maybe that plays into the assumption of elitism.
Yeah, that probably does. I personally am not like part of Greek culture at all. I haven't been to a frat party yet. And probably if I have, I would see a lot more elitism, but I'm on a different part of Duke, and everyone's chill here. And actually, I am in need of finding some rich friends, because I don't have money for Ubers, for clothes.
Things like that.
Like,
so.
I'm gonna find some people and be like, hey, can you call me an Uber?
So I guess you can also leech off of elitism.
100%.
So, okay, last one.
Okay, this is a big one.
The food at Duke is the best in the nation.
That is true for Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're at Woo right now. First of all, Woo is more than its food, okay? Okay, there's a lot of study places, there's a lot of places to talk, but Woo's food is so good.
Yeah.
I come all the way to East Campus just for their pizza. Like, it's like a
trek.
Yeah, it's like a 25-minute trek that I make happily for their pizza.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I would say Duke food is very good. Yeah. I don't know if it's like the best in the nation. I've heard UCLA has really good food.
I have heard that.
I've never been there, but I think California would have good food in general, but
I would have
Duke does have very good food. I feel like after like 2 years here, it can get like repetitive, because we do only have like one main dining hall on West Campus.
That's true.
But I still enjoy the food, so.
And then Durham in itself, that's really good too.
Durham in itself actually has, there's not much else to do, but they do have good
They have good restaurants. That's about all they have.
Yeah.
And I actually made the mistake last semester of going to their restaurants often. And now I'm out of money. So I can't do that this semester, unfortunately.
Yeah. But there is a good food scene here, and hopefully I can go off campus more to explore that. But yeah, I feel like that is a valid assumption, that like Duke has good food. Yeah, because Duke does have good food.
It's good food. East Campus does not have good food, so I'm gonna just put that out there.
Yeah, Marketplace. Okay, I don't think, hot take, I don't think it's actually that bad. I feel like people like complain a lot about Marketplace food.
Are you one of those people that actually eat the food?
Yeah, I actually eat the food. Do you not?
No, I usually cook my own food.
Oh, okay.
Instead of going to Marketplace.
That's good.
Or I starve, because I don't like the food. I'm just kidding. Of course I don't starve. I'm trying to get big, so I gotta eat the food. But I don't. It's not that good. Their burgers are dry. Their pasta's mushy.
I feel like that's like a lot of like campus dining hall food.
It's not my burgers, not my pasta.
Okay. We'll beg to differ. I think it's not good per se, but it's not inedible. Like if I had to eat it, I'll eat it. Like, and it's fine.
That is not a compliment to the food. Food in itself should be edible. Like
no, it's edible. It's
yeah.
it's like some days it's good.
It's not
like,
inedible. That means it's like of course it's not inedible.
But you said you would rather starve than eat it.
That was an exaggeration. Of course I would. I was joking.
That is all I have.
That's all you had. The assumptions weren't that bad. So I think people agree that it's a great school on the outside.
Yeah, I think Duke is like a big enough school that hopefully you'll be able to find like your people and I don't know, like experience college how you want to experience it. I think that of course it has its flaws. I think every school has its flaws. I don't think there's like any perfect school out there and any perfect school for like a specific person. But I would say overall, like I've really enjoyed my experience here so far. So.
Final takeaways from me: find rich people, take easy classes. Yeah. Okay, Christina Yo.
Yeah.
She finally made it.
Finally made it on the channel.
Subscribe to her channel.
Yeah.
Subscribe to my channel.
Yes. I post also Duke content, so we are both Duke YouTubers.
I'll put her link in the description. See you guys.
Yeah. Bye.